Hi guys, welcome to this video editing tutorial. Today we're going to create this loading bar including a percentage counter and text effect. If you like, you can easily change colors and also change the background. We're going to start by creating a background, create a color matte. Here you can select any color you prefer. Let's name this one background and then click OK. And now we've got this color matte in the project panel, which we can drag over to the timeline. In the next steps, we're going to add a so-called legacy title. We'll name this one bar inside. And click OK. It will open up the legacy title editor. We can now simply draw the percentage bar, something like this will do. And to avoid awkward symptoms, let's center it all by clicking on these two icons here. Now we can close this title editor. We're going to copy this title and rename this copy to bar outside. On the outside title to open up the legacy title editor again. And they're working to make some changes. First we'll disable the fill, and we are going to add an inner stroke. Let's make the line a little thicker by setting it to 15. Okay, perfect. Let's close the title editor. We're going to drag both titles over to the timeline. We'll add the inside title to the second track of the timeline and extend the duration. And the outside one to the third track of the timeline and also extend the duration. Next, we'll add a few effects. Go to the effects panel and type crop effect. Select this and then apply it to the inside title layer. Then move over to the Effects Control panel and enable keyframes by clicking on this stopwatch icon for the right crop value. And then click on the crop effect itself to get these blue handles here on the side of the preview monitor. Select this and drag it all the way to the left-right, before the start of the outside percentage bar. Then select this keyframe and put it all the way the beginning of this animation. Next, move the crop line to the other side of the percentage bar and make sure that this lines up as good as possible to get the best results in the progress animation. And we also need to put the second keyframe at the end of the timeline. So now this is the animation that we just created with these two keyframes. Go to Effects panel, search for the Venetian blinds. And we'll also apply this one to the inside layer. And then inside the Effects Control panel we're going to change some settings. First, we'll set the transition completion to 10%. And we'll set the width to 100. And with these settings we have now separated the loading bar into small chunks. Okay, now, inside the project panel click the new icon. And transparent video, and click OK. Drop it in the timeline, and extend the duration for now. Now we're going to add an effect to this transparent video. In the Effects panel, search Timmy Goat effect. We're going to apply to the transparent video. And this has now added the timer here on screen. And to turn this into a percentage counter, we're going to change some settings in the effects control panel. First, disable the field symbol, and then set format to frames and the source to generate. And that leaves us with this single number here on the bottom. And if you scrub to the timeline, this number will count up or down. But for the percentage counter, we only need a range from 0 to 100. To fix that, we need to go to the point where it says 101. Then we need to cut off, and as you can see now, the last frame says 100. But now we want to change the duration of this counter. To do that, we need to nest it first. So right-click and then select Nest. You can give this any name you like. Now we can use the Rate Stretch tool to extend the duration. You can enable this by hitting the R key, or click this icon. I'll extend this now to the length of the progress bar animation. And as you can see now, the number increases simultaneously with the progress bar. We can now select the transparent video, and inside the effects control panel we can simply reposition it. Next, we're going to use the Type tool, which you can find here, or enable it with the T key. And then we're going to add a percentage symbol. And we'll also need to expand the duration on the timeline. Next, we want to add a separate text layer. So deselect the first one, and then we're going to create a new one. Inside the effects panel, we're going to search Strobe Light Effects. Apply this effect to the loading text layer. And then inside the effects control panel, we'll leave it all to the defaults, but we'll only change the strobe setting. And this one we'll change into makes layer transparent. And now the animation is complete, and this is the result. I've got 2 more tips for you. First, I will show you an option which you can use if you want to keep the loading bar on screen after it reached 100%. You could simply place the playhead at 100%, then disable the layer with the loading text, and then take a screenshot. Make sure to choose the PNG option for the best result and click OK. And now you can simply pick this exported frame and drag it over to the timeline. And if you like, you can also add some more new text here. Something like loading completed. And let's take a look at the results. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something from this video. And if you did, then please like the video and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos.